Hey y'all, it's me, Lacey. So the purpose of this video today is to go over applying the LimeLight Botanical Foundation. I wanted to do this, and I've had specific requests for this because this foundation is a lot different than other foundations you've probably used before, and it's different in the most best ways. So let me adjust myself a little bit here. Let's see who the first person I see pop on. Who do we got? I see people popping on, don't see names. Oh, Gloria, you're the first one I see. Hi, Gloria. So as y'all are hopping on, y'all say hi. Feel free to hit that share button. Hey, Erica. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Audra. I see y'all. Just say hi. If you're a replay watcher, give me some sort of flower emoji. And then as always, please feel free to hit that share button. Oh my gosh, Ashley, hi. I watch your lives all the time, but I don't think you've ever been on mine. I feel like I have a celebrity on mine. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Hope. Okay, so the purposes of this video is because the LimeLight Botanical Foundation is very different than most other foundations, and you kind of have to find your groove with it and find what you like to do, how you like to apply it. So I'm going to talk about, in this video, I'm going to talk about what a primer does and the purpose of using a primer. I'm going to demonstrate it as well. I'm going to talk about our botanical foundation. I'm going to talk about ingredients it has in it and why it is different. I'm also going to demonstrate how you would apply it if you've got dry skin, aging skin, oily skin, combo skin, normal, whatever. We're going to talk about various ways to apply it if you want full coverage, light coverage, or something in between. I'm also going to talk about the purpose of a setting spray. Hey, Sue. And why you would use a setting spray in your makeup. I know a lot of this can get really overwhelming when you're brand new, trying to kind of figure out, when you're brand new to exploring primer and setting sprays. I mean, for years and years and years, I never used one. And so I know it can get overwhelming. So I'm just here to educate you on that. If you think you have people in your network that would like to see this, please share it. I want to help as many people as possible. Thank you, Erica. And if you have questions, feel free to ask them as we go. At the end, I'll also let some little Q&As happen so I can answer any questions you have. Hey, Shayna. Oh girl, Gloria, you've got to try Oil Strike. So I've got all of them here. I'm going to talk about the different ones. This is going to be really LimeLight focused. But if you have questions, if you use a different brand and you just have general questions, I do not mind if you ask them still. I'm just here to help. But I'm focusing on LimeLight because it is a lot different. So LimeLight, I hear my daughter just got out of bed crying. She took a late nap and she's a fussy girl. LimeLight's Botanical Foundation is a plant wax based foundation. If you have never used it, my palette looks dirty. This is the foundation and 2 concealer palette. Hey Shanda, hey Kelsey. It is a very different foundation. It's not really a cream, although I would say it probably most comparable to other foundations when it comes to liquid creams, mousses, cream to powder, whatever. It goes on like a cream foundation. Hey Carla, that's the best way I could describe it, but it's still its own category. It's when you look at it, it's real flat because it is plant wax based. In fact, it is made with pure vegetable oils, pure waxes, and FDA approved colors. It does not have animal products, perfume, lanolin, petroleum, mineral oil. Some of those can cause allergic reactions. The others of those ingredients can clog your pores. It's made with very pure ingredients, so will not clog pores, and a lot of our acne prone customers clear up when they're using this foundation. So if you'll notice, it looks very waxy and dull, and as I warm it up, it's gonna get, I'm trying to show the sheen it gets very creamy and very easy to work with. It really likes to warm up to the skin. As you warm it up, it becomes easier to work with. Hey Allie. While I am talking about this, y'all let me know, those of you watching, what kind of foundation you currently use. If you're using a cream, liquid, if you're using LimeLight, whatever. I'm not going to try to say, hey girl, message you and make you buy this. Although I am going to tell you it's the best foundation I've ever used. It has a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's no risk to try it. It lasts me for 5 months and it's only $36. If you do the math on that, how cheap is that? I mean, it's cheaper than the foundation that I thought I was bargain buying at Walmart that I hated, and it's so much better. LimeLight all the way. I know, never going back. I can't. I did one day, I did like a half face LimeLight, half face my old stuff, and it's just not even in the same category. Hey Megan, hey Sherry. So that's the whole reason I even joined LimeLight. Like, I joined it because I love the foundation. And then all the other things have come out of the woodwork of how much I love it, this whole company. But I'm going to digress from that because we're sticking on foundation for now. So we're going to go over to the primer spray. As I use each product, I'm going to tell you about it, okay? I did already do my eyes. I didn't want to look totally dead on here, and I'm trying to make this a fairly quick video. I'm aiming for about 20 minutes, so it's doable for you to watch. It's not an hour-long video that's hard to watch. I'm trying to make this doable because I have several customers that have requested this. The foundation is incredible. You're frying chicken and listening. We're about to have company. My sister-in-law and her husband are coming over, and we need to cook steaks and stuff. But Todd's putting the potatoes in the oven for me, so we'll hurry. You were a loyal Beckham Ultimate Coverage girl, but this last time I switched to it. I've heard good things about it as well. Oh, I did want to say this. If you're watching this video and you have another beauty guide besides me, please message your beauty guide with any questions you have on the products I talk about. If I'm your beauty guide, feel free to message me. So we're going to talk about primer spray. LimeLight's primer spray, they chose to make it a spray because it goes on a little cleaner. You're not going to put bacteria from your hands or anything, dirt, oils onto your face. It just is a little bit cleaner of an application method. Plus, it is water-based and it's an ultra-fine mist. I took some notes because I don't want to miss what they're all about. But the purpose of a primer spray is to kind of help your foundation stick, okay? And LimeLight's specific formula, it's silicone free, which is key if you're acne prone. If you're acne prone and you're using a silicone based primer, a lot of primers are silicone based. If you're acne prone, then it could be causing you more acne and clogged pores. Hey Sandra. If you're using silicone based primer, it doesn't play well with LimeLight's foundation. Hey Loretta, LimeLight's foundation, because it is plant wax based, you put wax based foundation on top of a silicone primer, you get slippery, slidey all over your face. But a water based foundation, primer spray, a lot of the water based ones are sprays. They're going to not clog your pores. They're really good even on the most sensitive of skin types. This primer is. It's also made to prevent redness, help with uneven skin tone, and then over the course of time, it is going to reduce the appearance of large pores, which, like, throw me some hallelujah hands, because who doesn't want to reduce the appearance of large pores? Hey, Allison. Everybody wants to. Hey, Megan. It's also, everything LimeLight is cruelty free. This product is paraben free, and we will get to the point where everything is paraben free. Parabens have been looked at causing cancers, so they're really trying to get rid of those in any product. It's also going to help, this primer is also going to help not let makeup settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. It is also going to prevent the need for touch-ups and also give you some long-term skin benefits because it's vitamin infused. So it's like an all-around really good just base, and it takes that long to apply. I've had this bottle since April. I've used it on myself and on makeup clients, and I'm probably at the end, but I mean, how long does that last? April to now. I mean, that's ridiculous. So you do it like that. I have to spray, got that in my mouth. Doesn't taste bad, but it's kind of weird. I spray a little bit more than I would when this was brand new. I would just do like squirt, squirt, squirt. It says in an X motion. On the back it has instructions. You kind of figure out your groove though. Since mine's a little lower, it's to the bottom, I get a little more pumps going on. Thanks for the laughing faces, y'all. But squirting it in my mouth. Just want to taste a little bit of primer. Thanks, Erica. Hallelujah hands for the reducing the appearance of large pores. Everybody wants that when you are probably over the age of 25. Everybody wants to reduce the appearance of large pores. Hey, Jen. So that was the primer spray. It takes that long to dry. Once it's dry, then we can start applying the foundation. Now, this is where I'm going to talk about different ways to apply it and demo those ways. We're going to start with dry skin. Y'all throw me up some likes if you are a dry-skinned beauty. Do you have dry skin? A lot of people in the winter right now do, even if you're oily in the summer. If you struggle with dry skin, I'm going to talk to you about some tricks that you can use. Even if you don't use LimeLight foundation, then you can still apply some of these tricks to what you do use. Hey, Starla. So we're going to talk about using, this is our must-do facial oil, but any facial moisturizer helps when you have dry skin. Either applying it right before or even scooping some of the foundation out and putting it on the back of your hand and mixing it together, mixing it with your facial moisturizer. Either one of those is going to help apply to dry skin in a really flawless and moisturizing way. But what I would do if I was dry skinned and I have must-do facial oil, and this stuff is thebomb.com. You can also use it if you're oily. It's just a really good regenerative facial oil. Then you're going to put this on right before you apply your foundation. I just squirted out way too much. It feels really nice. It has essential oils in it. Even though it has the word oil, it doesn't feel oily. It's still it's light yet moisturizing. Never been dry till this past year. LimeLight skincare has saved mine. I couldn't even wear foundation because it was basically wasting it. My skin would flake. Yes, I know. I have so many customers who are like, I cannot get a smooth finish. I've got flaky layers. It looks terrible. What can I do? And the must-do facial oil helps so much. But if you don't have that at home, try your facial moisturizer. Kind of mix it with your foundation or put it on right before. I love essential oils too, Erica. I do. Who else is an essential oil user out there? Y'all let me know. Let me know. So, hey Leslie, we're going to take some of this foundation because it likes to be warmed up to your skin. I like to just rub my finger in it like this and just start putting it around on my face a little bit. Now I'm going to demonstrate a couple of tools that you can use while we're doing this process. Right now I'm about to show you our buffer brush as I'm applying it this way. And with that must-do underneath it, it's so creamy. If you're dry, girlfriend, this is going to make it look so smooth for you. Hey Lynn. Oh Shayna, I love oils. They've been a lifesaver on allergies and ear infections and colds, and even then they smell great in a diffuser. You add mine with your foundation. So you add your must-do with foundation. You got your One Drop Wonder, and you're going to try that with my foundation next. Oh, that will be great. Your skin will love you with that. One thing that must-do is going to do for you is it's going to give you a little bit of a natural glow. So you can actually use it like on your cheekbones and in certain places where you might want a natural glow going on. Just a natural sheen, and you can use it right there. Now, I'm not dry skinned, so I might be a little shinier than someone with dry skin. I actually start fighting oil, especially when it's hot. But so I use my must-do at nighttime most of the time because I tend to be more oily. But if you're dry, use it right before the foundation and it's going to apply so smoothly. Okay, now, I meant to say the same with the dry skin application for aging skin. Aging skin tends to be a little bit more dry. So if you're having any sort of a problem with flaking or it's looking patchy in areas, then you can try looking at your moisturizers, okay? Your skincare, I should have said this first before we even began. Your skincare is the most important thing. If you're having issues with the coverage of your foundation, then you need to look at your skincare routine because it's hands down the most important thing that you have going as far as your makeup. You can't apply for a flawless look if your skin is not taken care of. So also look at that if you're having some foundation issues. Okay, now on the other side, we're going to talk about my oily skinned folks, okay? Y'all throw me up some likes or some hearts if you are oily skinned. Just let me know who you are. Buy the starter kit and Young Living essential oils all the time. I'm an oil junkie. Can add lavender and cedarwood to our perfect mascara. It helps your lashes grow. Oh yeah, I've added lavender to mine. My stepmom sells, just a little bit like on the side sells Young Living, so that's what I have too. Now I'm talking and not telling what I'm doing. So I see we have a couple of oily skinned peeps. It probably gets worse for you in the summer like it does for me. So this is just By the way, using the buffer brush or the sponge like I'm going to show you is just a matter of preference. It doesn't have anything to do really with the dry or oily. What I'm showing you with the moisturizer mixed in, and then over here I'm going to show you how to absorb excess oils. That's the dry oily thing. The sponge versus the buffer brush and even the foundation brush that I'm going to show you in a minute are all just to show you different ways you can apply it, because it's total preference, and you can even use your fingers if you want to. Hey Tracy, y'all probably can see I got some sheen going on over here with that must-do underneath. Okay, so I'm going to just do like a quarter turn into the foundation. This is our Blenderful sponge, and I dab. This motion gets you the fullest coverage, really. A dry sponge, dabbing it on like this is going to get you a really opaque coverage. Now, when I say full, I don't mean heavy. It's not going to feel heavy and weighted down. This foundation is designed to be a skin-like feel. So it's not going to feel heavy. It's just going to give you full coverage and cover any imperfections that you kind of want to blur out. If you're oily, then we're also going to talk about setting it with a setting powder. If you're really dry, you don't have to. But if you find a good translucent powder, even if you're dry, I find that a setting powder and spray helps your makeup last longer throughout the day. And even if you're dry, if you have a good powder, then you're not going to end up looking dried out with the powder on top. It's going to still do what it's supposed to do and look like a nice finish. So I'm just kind of poking this all around. I call it dabbing like this. If you swipe, you just don't get as full as coverage, and you're kind of moving it all around instead of placing that color in places. I like to take my buffer brush, which looks like this, and dip it. This is the old style, by the way. The new style is all black, but the tip is the same. Dip it into the foundation, and if you have any pores on your nose, which I think most of us probably do, you're going to use this to kind of blend them out. I will say, I do have pores, but they've gotten a lot better since my skincare is in check and using that primer spray. I didn't do my forehead right here for a reason, is because I'm going to show you one more method to apply the foundation. So that got the pores real good and blended. I don't know if over here I usually take it just down enough to blend it. If your foundation matches you real well, you don't need to take it very far, but you do probably want to just blend along the jawline. So over here, I put it on my finger, buffed it in. Over here, quarter turned in the foundation, dabbed it on. What I'm going to demonstrate right here, and let me back up. For oily skinned women, if you are applying any foundation that leaves you a little shinier than you want, especially the Botanical foundation, this is what I'm an expertise on this particular foundation. You can get a clean, dry tissue, and you're going to just press into that oil, which is usually your T-zone, but if it's more than your T-zone, just press into that. It shouldn't really be picking up a lot of color. It should just be pressing in and just absorbing any excess oil that you have on your skin. That is just another measure. If you get oily throughout the day, if you're real oily, same thing. Dab with a clean, fresh tissue, and then maybe a light layer of translucent powder. But you don't want to just powder on top of oil, because you're going to start looking cakey if you're powdering all that facial oil. So clean tissue, just dab that oil. It kind of absorbs it. They have oil absorbing sheets you can buy, but I mean, usually people have Kleenexes around, and that's a cheap, easy method. Hey, Lori. If y'all are beauty guides, y'all feel free to share this, because I think this is should be really informative for people on how to apply the foundation, and then why you need primer, setting sprays, all that. So, talking about the Botanical foundation, RCMA makes this stuff, and they are one of the top selling pro foundations in the world. I know that Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, Blake Lively, their makeup artists use the RCMA, and that's who makes the foundation for LimeLight. Thanks, Sherry. Let's see. I want to make sure I cover this. It's very healthy for all skin. It's not going to clog your pores. It has cured facial acne for many customers, like I said earlier. A little bit goes a long way. The biggest thing I can say about this foundation is store-bought foundations typically range between $18 and $23 3% pigment. That's their pigment range. So that's how much color is compared to other ingredients in there. LimeLight's foundation is over 50% pigmented. That's why you hear me say it lasts me 5 months, is because I don't have to use a ton of it to get really good coverage. So it lasts forever. It's very pigmented and it's very good for your skin. Plus it has a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you have a beauty guide to professionally color match you and assist you with anything. You don't get that walking into Sephora or Walmart. If, like I used to be, I mean, Sephora, they have people to help you. You help, but once you're checked out, you're on your own at home, you know. I would find a color at the store. I would get home. I had issues getting it on. It didn't cover right. I wish I had someone's opinion to say, hey, you know, try this application method. You're having that issue? Oh, try this. And that's what a beauty guide's here for. That's what we're here for. Help you troubleshoot if you run into anything, skin woes, whatever. And that also comes with the purchase of this foundation, is personal service at your fingertips, usually, you know, like a Facebook Messenger message away. Hey, Casey. Hey, Haley. And then let's see. You are going to have less touch-ups with this. It's going to last longer than comparable foundations. And the setting sprays I'm about to talk about are going to really help with that long wear. If you have slipping and sliding issues, or by the end of the day it looks like all your makeup melted off, then we'll talk about ways you can fix that. And LimeLight's Botanical Foundation is really good at not doing that. So this little area I saved. So I demoed the buffer brush, the Blenderful sponge. Over here, right here, I didn't put anything here. I'm going to demo the foundation brush. Mine actually has concealer on it. I use it to put concealer under my eyes, which I haven't done yet, but that's what I typically use it for. But you can, and this is straight out of our product information, take a foundation brush into the Botanical foundation, either straight in, or you can warm it up with your finger and smear it on like I did for the buffer brush, however you want. And you can actually build up the layers of this foundation. So say you're going for a super glam look and you want the fullest coverage that you can get. You can build up the layers of this foundation. It's not going to look cakey. You're still going to get a skin-like appearance and feel. It feels breathable and not heavy. But you can get it super built up to where you have like red carpet makeup. And also, you'll probably notice this in my pictures and my lives, or if your beauty guides pictures or lives, whoever you have, that it photographs and it videos beautifully. It's not exactly pegged as a high definition foundation, but it is, because it's not going to give you a ghost face. It doesn't oxidize, which is the biggest thing. Oxidizing is when, you know, the foundation matches you straight out of the bottle. Then you get it on there and oxygen causes it to oxidize on your face, and then you like turn a shade darker all of a sudden, but it matched you straight out of the bottle. The LimeLight foundation will not ever do that at all. So it doesn't oxidize. It doesn't give you ghost face. It's definite. Thanks for the love, y'all. It is definitely a beautiful finish, and it photographs so good. Videos so good too. So there we go. I kind of finished it. I'm shinier on this side because I put that must do. This would be for my dry skin people. Help ya. If you are oily skinned, the last tip I would say is get yourself a good translucent setting powder. And we're just going to set. And even if you're dry, y'all, I recommend this setting powder to just set it. I get the longest wear and the most flawless look, even through some super sweaty workouts or super sweaty Texas summer days, by setting this foundation with this translucent powder and then using one of the setting sprays. And I'm going to talk about those in just a second. I'm just powdering all over, which I should have. I usually put concealer under my eyes because I have these, like these are just natural on my face. Even my daughter that's 3 has them. And I usually put concealer there, but now I powdered, so we're not going to do that because we'll have like cream on top of powder. Ugh. Okay. It is a must. I mean, it's absolutely a must. And it's hard to find a pressed powder like this. It's translucent completely. Like, I know it looks clown white, but once you put it on your skin, it totally just blends. So any skin tone can use it. Really versatile. Now with our setting sprays, which before I spray the setting sprays, I want to put on a little bit of blush and bronzer at least. So I'm going to do some little bit of Perfect bronzer. I just tapped into that heavily. Everything's super pigmented, so be careful because I like just super bronzed my cheeks. No, I'll at least make this one match, and then we'll just take this buffer brush and and blend it. We're gonna be like going to the beach bronzed. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of probably, I don't know, peachy. Our blush peachy has been my thing lately. So we're just going into that. Okay, I just wanted to get a little color before we set it, because once you set it, you're set for the entire day. Hey girl. Okay. Hey Cynthia. We're going to talk about setting sprays. Let me flip my notes. I don't want to miss anything. So the purpose of a setting spray is to give you longevity with your foundation. So you're going to, thanks Erica. It's all the LimeLight. It's that glow though. That's what we say. Thank you, Nikki. Hey, Crystal. A setting spray is going to help you keep a flawless look all day long, prevent melting off or whatever you feel like your foundation might do when you don't look like you have it on at the end of the day. It also, the 10 years younger setting spray is designed to help makeup not settle into fine lines and wrinkles. That's why it's called 10 years younger. It's to help you have that youthful look. It comes off with a bit of a sheen finish. It's not a full matte finish. However, say that you're not oily skin, so you don't need the oil strike I'm about to talk about, your regular combo skin or whatever, and you like a matte finish. All you do is spray the setting spray and then translucent powder after it dries, and then you have a matte finish again. But a lot of my mature skin ladies really like to do this as the final and last step and keep that little glow it gives them, because it does help them look youthful. Hey Rachel. So we're going to spray 10 years younger on this side. This was the dry side that I applied. I don't know why I keep doing this so much in this video. I don't really know, but oh well. Hey Allison. So we're going to spray it over there. Super light mist. It's the ultra fine mist, just like the primer. They barely have a smell. They're mostly just fresh, if I would describe the smell at all. Hey Crystal. Well, one of y'all let me know the time I'm at on this video, because I wanted to try to keep it quick, and I think I'm probably being wordy because I tend to do that. And we're going to do the oil strike on the other side. Now both of these, 10 years younger setting spray or oil strike setting spray, they are clinically proven. They've been clinically trialed to prevent creasing concealer, to help prevent fading foundation, and to keep your colors vibrant, including if you use powder on your brows, eyeshadow, whatever. Oh, I wanted to keep it at 20. We need to keep it at 30. So we're about to be done, y'all. So they're paraben free, cruelty free, and they're really good on all skin types, even sensitive. We're going to do the oil strike over here. So oil strike is to control excess oil production throughout the day, as well as set your foundation with all those qualities I just talked about. Now oil strike is going to dry to a matte finish, because people who are oily, they don't want any kind of glow or sheen. The 10 years younger, maybe you can see it, has a sheen finish to it. But I like a matte finish no matter if I had a dry patch or whatever. So I just take my translucent powder again at the end, and I just take the shine off. Just take that shine off. That's about it. I think I about covered it. I did get wordy, I think. I wanted to keep this short and sweet, but if y'all have any questions, let me know. If you don't catch this on a live, if you're catching the replay and you have questions, still ask them. I will come back and check them. Feel free to message me, message your beauty guide with any questions you have, but hopefully this really helps you understand how to apply the Botanical foundation and get the best coverage that you possibly can for your skin type. Thank y'all for joining me, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.